Alright, it is 6 p.m. on a Monday night, and we're going to prep some Dungeons and Dragons. That's right, we're going to prep some Odyssey of the Dragonlords, Dungeons and Dragons. Whoo, baby. So, remember a long time ago when I prepped this encounter? I don't remember. But it was for some kind of dryad, druid, necro druid, and I gave him these Leshen that we found that were just hanging out in our monster manual from The Witcher 3. Well, hot damn, those are some really good monsters. Like, he's a piece of shit, honestly, compared to these Ancient Leshen. These Ancient Leshen are amazing. These Ancient Leshen, they're going in Curse of Strahd, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I want to use this stat block again. But this clown right here, he's actually not all that, right? So what's neat is that my players actually invented the boss fight for me, because they came from the northeast corner, and by coming in through the northeast corner, they didn't see the boss initially. They didn't see he was the little guy, and so they just saw the vines, and they were like, "Oh, the vines are attacking the tree. Oh man, what are we gonna do? We gotta kill the vines, right?" And I'm like, yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta destroy these vines. And so that's the fight now. And then they were like, wait a minute, isn't Astraeus' wife supposed to be here? And I was like, oh shit, Astraeus' wife is supposed to be here. And they were like, wonder what happened to her. And I was like, I guess I'll put her inside the tree. So yeah, it's getting a little dicey here on the continuity scale. Admittedly, I have time travel to help me out, but you know, it's been a little bit of a mess, Anyways, so this encounter is going to play out however this encounter is going to play out. They have other things to do, and those other things to do include possibly going to Eregia and dealing with that. We've already dealt with the Hollow World, so I guess I could take this work in progress tag off of it, since that's over with. They have their skyship. They went and did that stuff already. Promethean Flame, Seat of the Fish Queen. What did I fucking do with this map? Oh, it's lovely. Oh, did I set this map up like more than once? I guess I did. Alright. Well, I don't need this anymore, so we can get rid of Promethean Flame and the Seat of the Fish Queen, because we have all of that already prepped from our mega prep session last week. Alright, so let's see. We've got other content. Nope. What else are we looking for? The Tomb of Karpalos. There we go. Alright, so the fake tomb we didn't get to use. That's a damn shame, because damn does it look cool. You know what I'm saying? They've got the reclaimed necropolis. Hey, what's up, Sharon? This was fun. They didn't really do much besides just kind of like putz around here. And then they're like a fish that could tell that there was bait on the hook. They didn't take the bait. But we know that they're going to want to go into this here painting at some point. So they will have to go back and deal with Eregia to do that. The question is, did I keep my Eregia stuff in here, or did I get rid of all of it? And I have the bad feeling that maybe I got rid of all of it. So we've got our vaults, we've got our other content, we've got our settlements, our Eregia maps. Okay. So we still have a little bit of Eregia maps tucked in here as well, so that's good in case they go that way. And let's see, Skyhold, not really needed right now. And then we've got Thylea's Tree, the Necropolis, doubtful they're going to bother heading over there. So I think we should just go right back on program, as it were, right? Right back on our plans. So, we did this whole thing where we introduced all of these changes. And we talked about how Talius died, became a mountain, all that. So we've got the Furies. The Furies need to be dealt with. And then we started to make a map That's right. We started to make a map of the campaign. So why don't we revisit the map? Help get our brain flowing again. I think what we need to do is we need to work on our angel stat block. Is what we need to work on. So let's see. There it is. Endgame flowchart. That's lovely. You get an update later. I promise. Alright. So, let us continue to update, I guess. We've got these errant souls, and then we have this section called All Distractions. Yes, wait, why are you guys sad? You don't have Bookmania anymore? I find that hard to believe. I find that very hard to believe. Hold on. Let's see. Bookmania. Could it have to do with my updates? Bookmania is like my favorite font right now. I think it has to do with the update. Alright, whatever. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Okay. So, we're going to go up here. Make a new layer. Alright. Go to this tool. And they came back from their time travel. Here they are. And they could have gone in all these other directions. And instead they headed towards the dead end of the errant souls. Fantastic. Now, the God Eater is still a thing. And we probably want a stat block for the God Eater. And then there is all these distractions. Which is where they currently are. On all these distractions. We want to get these guys off of these distractions and over to some of this, or like some of this content, because like we need to be done with this content. Time is passing, so relatively soon trouble with sparks will become an issue again, so that should hopefully provide some more motivation. But ideally we need to get everything back on track for this. Narcissus has basically been replaced with Katya. So Katya's back in play and manipulating and giving good advice, solid advice, sound advice. Alright. Which means that they now know about the Caduceus, and they know where the Caduceus is. So I don't know why Caduceus wasn't like a bigger priority. And then I don't know what Anna's whole thing is. She wants all the sirens there. She wants all the sirens to be there. And it's like, you don't even know what's there yet, Anna. You know? Like, maybe go there first before you have... Like, what if it's the wrong fucking place? You know what I mean? So there's that. That's an issue. I don't know. It's a little frustrating. And Red's also kind of freaking out because Red hates it when campaigns end. And, yeah. So Red hates it when campaigns end. We have the end in sight. And he is going to get progressively worse and worse, I think, emotionally, as we get closer and closer to the actual end of the campaign. So, yeah, like, I don't know why he would do that. Why would he drag all of the sirens to the middle of the ocean to a very dangerous place? It is honestly like Lutheria doesn't have to do any work at all. Like, any work at all. These guys are their own worst enemies. They just keep fucking their shit up. I don't know what to do about it. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Alright. So now we know what we need to focus on. Let's get to it. So we got this dope ass area right here. We don't even know if this shit's gonna happen. It's whatever, I guess. I think I even set this thing up with like roofs and stuff. Did I actually go in to make roofs for this? I think I did. Damn. Good stuff. Alright. In that case, let's get back to work. We already made stats for the Siren's Chasm. We've got this lovely Skilla right here. So this is the Skilla I came up with. It is basically... it's basically a bunch of different sea monsters that are all a part of this sea monster. And you have to kill these sea monsters to kill this sea monster, because it's unlikely that you'll do a good job otherwise. We got the stomach down here full of acid, all that jazz. Alright, so one thing I wanted to do was go through and sort of, I don't know, I was going to make these more, I don't want to say balanced, but maybe make them work better together. I don't know. I feel like if each one has 100 heads, or no, if each one has 100 hit points, like there's no benefit to going after one or the other. This tricky thing here is the stoner head. It says it's got a bite of +6, which is not true, I don't think. But I wanted to just go through head by head and check the stats. So we're going to go top to bottom, left to right. So let's go with Scylla's Serpent Head. And I'm going to change the music, because this was fun to get, like, the blood pumping, but it's a little... I need something chill in the background. Alright, there we go. We're going to go to the Night of the Ball at the Fire Emblem. A happy place. And we're gonna just vibe. Alright. Sweet. I don't know why it's coming in so low, but it's whatever. Alright, so Scylla's Serpent Head is a CR21, which is stupid. It can breathe air and water. It's got its own legendary resistances. That's kind of fun. And it's got a stupid fucking bite. Alright. So, it's got a proficiency bonus of +7, and it's got a strength of 10, so this bite should be coming in at a 17. If the target is a larger or smaller creature, it must succeed on a DC 20 dexterity saving throw or be swallowed by the sea serpent. The swallowed creature is blinded, restrained, has total cover, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so then it gets taken to the stomach sack and has to deal with all that. So this thing gets a free swallow with a +17 to hit, 5d10 +10. Beautiful. That head is bananas. Alright, next up we got Scylla's Turtle Head. So this Turtle Head doesn't have legendary resistance. It has a bite attack. The bite attack should be coming in at a 13. So let me see why it's not coming in at a 13. Let's see. When I mouse over it, it does say it's coming in at 13. Okay. And it's 3d12 +7 piercing damage, but the claim to fame here is its Steam Breath. It could do a 15d6, which is very gentle at this level. Scalding Steam, and this creature has damage resistance to fire, which is nice. One would argue that the main body should probably have the resistances of the heads, so we'll go ahead and give her resistance to fire as well. There we go. We'll keep mommy open while we work on... That sounds bad. While we work on this. Alright, Scylla's Fanged Head. This is a weird one, right? Because it's coming in at a CR17. And we want it to be comparable with the rest of the fucking heads, right? So, the lowest CR so far has been a 17. So we'll go ahead and pump this to a 17. That'll give it a +6 proficiency bonus. Now we go over to... the bite, and it should be coming in at a more respectable +12. The real claim to fame here is that it can cause a critical hit on a higher number. When a fanged sea serpent delivers a critical hit, it drives its fangs completely through the creature's body or limbs. An impaled creature is grappled and takes 10 piercing damage at the start of each of the fanged sea serpent's turns. It also takes piercing damage when it escapes from the grapple. A fanged sea serpent can have up to 1 medium or 2 small impaled at a time. So, let's fix that real quick. Alright. Open this bad boy up. Alright, so when a fanged serpent delivers a critical hit, it drives its fangs completely through the creature's body or limbs. An impaled creature is restrained and takes bleed 10. Alright. Let's see. And then we'll put it takes 2d12 piercing damage when it escapes from the grapple. Alright, beautiful. So we'll put grappled and restrained. We'll put grappled, then we have to say when a creature is grappled this way, it is restrained. All right. When a creature is grappled this way, it is also restrained, period. It also takes 2d12 piercing damage when it escapes from the grapple. A fanged sea serpent can have up to 1 medium or 2 small creatures impaled at a time. This is a pretty big one, so we're not going to have any limits. The GM can decide how many creatures this thing can fit in its mouth, period. It's so nice when you're not writing for publication and you can just say bullshit like that. Alright, so crits on a 17 or higher is the stat block here. That's cool. But this thing only makes 1 attack per round, so it's like, eh. And then the damage that it does is alright. I mean, the D12s are definitely going to help it deal a lot more damage. And then it should already be set up with special traits. Oh. Melee weapon crit threshold. We'll go. Let's just make it crit on a 15 or higher, guys. Come on. Come on. Why not? This is the fucking end game. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be playing any Dungeons & Dragons by this time next year. We might as well just go fucking crazy. Alright. So let's go here to description. And we'll say it crits on a 15 or higher. Lovely. Alright. It does have a very low AC, so we're going to set that AC to a flat 18. And it's only got 85 hit points. So this is a good one for them to take out. Alright. Next up, we've got Scylla's Horned Head, based on Kobold Press's Horned Serpent. So we're going to go ahead and make this CR 17. And I don't know what stealth's really going to do you there, buddy. So we're going to go in there and give you athletics instead. And we'll get rid of stealth. There we go. And let's see. You have Corpse Cough. Those who fail a saving throw against the Horned Serpent's Gem Gaze or Bite can be infected with a Corpse Cough disease. I feel like they're at a high enough level where Corpse Cough isn't going to matter too much. So as neat as that is, we could probably just ditch that. All right, so we're gonna go in here and get rid of this. Wait, here's a better one. We'll put Drowning Lung. Nah, they all have water breathing. All right, hold on. How about this? Drowning Lung. Whenever a creature is damaged by this head, comma, it must make a charisma saving throw. DC. What is the DC of all these motherfuckers? What's your gem gaze there? 17 seems. Blah blah blah. Alright, we'll do DC 21. There we go. If they fail, they lose any water breathing ability they have. If it is a natural water breathing ability, it will return after a long rest, comma, if it was magically granted, comma, it must be reapplied. If it was granted by a magical item, the item needs 1 minute to recharge before being activated again. There we go. Alright, I like that. Let's see. A creature may substitute a caster check So we'll put a spell casting creature. A spell casting creature. May substitute a caster check in place of the saving throw. That's a cooler ability. Alright. Poisonous Aura. At the start of each of the Horned Serpent's turns, each creature within 20 feet of it. Each creature within... Yeah, 20 feet's pretty good. That's alright. 20 feet of it must make a DC 21 Constitution saving throw, taking 4d8 poison on a failed save or half as much on a success. Aw, how gentle, how sweet. Let's go with 8d8. They should be pretty well resistant to poison at this point, but let's see. Alright, so we're going to go down here. We're going to do a flat saving throw of 21, and it's Constitution based. And you want to make that save because you got some damage coming at you. And that damage is 8d8 Poisano. Alright, so that means that this creature has immunity to necrotic and poison, and so Skilla can't possibly be affected by her own shit, so we're going to make her immune to necrotic and poison. Alright. I would actually say that she could probably just be resistant to necrotic. Or, you know what? Nothing's dealing ambient necrotic damage to her, so she should be okay. Alright. And then it has Shielded Mind. The Horned Serpent is immune to scrying and any effects that would sense its emotions, read its thoughts, or its location. Well, that's pointless, but you could hold on to it. And I guess we'll say that she has the abilities of all of her heads as well. Bite. Let's see. Alright, the bite is very gentle. And it has the Corpse Cough built into it. So that's not really a thing we need to worry about. So we'll just get rid of that. We'll go over to the damage. And it's just 3d10 piercing NBD. Alright. But it's also got this gore attack, which is pretty slick. Except it's not, because the gore attack doesn't do anything. So we're going to say creatures struck by this attack are knocked prone. In parentheses, floundering. There we go. And then we got this Gem Gaze. The Horned Serpent's gem flashes bathing a 30-foot cone in iridescent light. Each creature in the area, I feel like this creature is too big to only have a 30-foot cone. So let's go, but it might hurt its friends if it has it too big. Let's give it a line instead. Yeah, that's good. Firing a 90-foot line. 90-foot wide. There we go. 5 foot. Sure. Wide. No. 90-foot long. There you go, buddy. 90-foot long, 5-foot wide line of iridescent light. Each creature in the area must make a DC 21 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take radiant damage and is infected with the Corpse Cough disease. On a success, the creature takes half damage and isn't affected with the disease. Gem Gaze has no effect on constructs and undead. Blah, that's all lame. So we're going to go with 15d6. There we go. That sounds good. So we'll do 15d6 radiant damage, and is permanently blinded. There we go. Okay. On a success, the creature takes half damage and isn't blinded. Perfect. And done. Alright. So we're going to go here, change this to 15d6, change this to 21, and we are good to go. Alright. And then the multi-attack, the Horned Serpent makes 1 gore attack and 1 bite attack. Lovely. Oh, okay. So now we go to the Stoner Head. Alright, so we'll set the Stoner Head to 17. It has Petrifying Secretions. A creature must make a DC 23 Constitution saving throw if it hits the Basilisk with a weapon attack while within 5 feet of it, or if it starts its turn grappled by the Basilisk. If the save fails by 5 or more, the creature is petrified instantly. Unless the save succeeds, the creature magically begins to turn to stone and is restrained. It must repeat the saving throw on the further turn, blah, 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 blah. Alright, Bite is just going to do bite damage. Alright, so let's see. We'll set the reach here at 15. Does some poison, does some bite damage. That's good. Alright. Slam attack. Target's hit or knocked prone. Let's give it a different ability. We're going to give it Coil. Alright. Okay, so we're going to put target creature must make a DC 23 strength or dex saving throw, else become grappled by this head's long, sinuous neck. Period. Okay. While grappled this way, a creature is restrained. Period. All right. Oh, and subjected to the petrifying secretion. There we go. Restrained. No, he's not strained. I mean, it's probably strained. It's probably stressed out too. Restrained and subjected to the petrifying secretions. Excellent. Alright. And then we should give it Constrict, too. Alright, so... Constrict. Boop. Alright, that's lovely. Much better. So, the Basilisk makes 2 attacks, 1 with its bite and 1 with... and 1 coil. Alright, and then we probably want Coil to have a decent reach. It's also no longer an attack, it's just an ability. How does one change it from that to that? Wah. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll grab that. We'll delete this. Alright, we'll go and add an action down here. And we'll call this action Coil. There we go. Put that there. Boop. Go here. 1 action. And then it is a range of 30 feet. Alright. Alright. So that takes care of Stoner Head. And all that's left is Devilish Head. Devilish Head, we'll kick that up to a CR 17. It has a bite attack. It has a freezing breath attack. So we just need to pump that up a little bit. Let's see. Everything seems to be doing 15. Everything is Constitution based, which is, I mean, great for Phil. Actually, everyone in the party, I think, has a pretty decent Constitution save. Alright, let's see. Here we go. And then we're going to put... Take staff damage. We're going to put creatures who fail by 5 or more are frozen solid. Period. Okay. I like that. What does frozen solid do? Target is encased in ice. They are incapacitated and restrained. Have full cover from line of effect. The ice is AC 18 with 50 HP. Immune to psychic and poison. Weak to fire. Period. Lovely. Alright. That sounds great. Okay. So now we just go over here, go to these, change this out to be saving throw based. Constitution flat. 21. Go here, damage formula is 15d8 cold. And Dunzos. Alright, beautiful. And apparently this guy can also swallow. I don't know when that's going to really... Oh, because he grapples. Nice. Okay. So escape is a 21. Perfect. Alright. Okay. So that's a great monster. I'm very happy with that monster. Hopefully they don't die. Alright, now we go down to the Hidden Grotto, where we have an adorable little angel. Alright. So where are you at, adorable little angel? So we've got Prometheus 1 out of 2. And then we have Prometheus... Where's the other Prometheus at? Where the fuck did I put that thing? Maybe it's just under Angel? Did I give up on it? Hold on. Angel... Is he down at the bottom here? No. I lost my other angel. Oh, how could this happen? Alright, alright. I wanted him to become like, you know, a biblically accurate angel. Ah, Prometheus 2. There we go. Alright, so Prometheus 2 is... This is an interesting one. He is immune, get ready for this list, to bludgeoning, fire, piercing, radiant, and slashing. He's immune to those things. And he's resistant to necrotic. He is vulnerable to psychic. Now, he only has 190 hit points, but he's immune to all that shit. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So, let's see. He has this ability, which is Expose Celestial Choir. When the Orphanim speaks, it sounds as though a multitude of voices are speaking all spoken languages. All creatures can always understand what it is saying. Okay. And then, let's see. While exposed, the Orphanim has the following additional properties. Blinding Radiance. It sheds bright light out to 120 feet, dim light out to 300 feet. If a creature is looking in the direction of the Ophanim at the start of its turn or looks at it directly, it must make a saving throw or it is blinded. Perjury of form. All shape-shifting effects within 60 feet are dispelled. That's huge. And Visible Weakness. Its AC is reduced by 2. Critical hits against it deal an additional 1d10 force damage. So I thought that was kind of cool. Let's see. We got to give this dude some Paragon actions. We got to give him some Paragon defenses. There we go. Alright, so let's see. Paragon actions, Paragon defenses. There we go. It has a guarded form. While guarded, the Ophanim has the following additional properties. Fearful Sight. It can use Fearful Presence as part of the multi-attack action. Reactivate bands. When it takes damage, it can use its reaction to become resistant to that type of damage until the start of its next turn. No movement, no breathing, no shape-shifting, no buffs to make him even more particular. Yeah, that could be cool. Alright. So like as his layer action, maybe? Alright, so we're going to duplicate, and this will be Prometheus layer action. Alright. And the action is particular. There we go. Alright. Prometheus declares. You know what? I mean, I almost feel like we should save that for the Furies. You know? Like, I feel like Prometheus in the story, he is not very lawful. He's like an anomaly. He's very chaotic. I feel like particular would be perfect for the Furies. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's save that for the Furies, like the actual Furies. Like, everything they fought so far or seen fighting has just been a warm-up for the Furies when they're like, alright, let's get serious. Okay. So in that case, we will just... I don't think this is his lair either. Yeah, you know what? They fought hard enough to get to this guy. We're not going to give him a fucking lair action. They got enough shit to deal with. Plus, we want them to kill Prometheus. So... Alright, so he's got his death throws. He's gonna blow up. He's got his fire aura. He's got his healing. His leadership, all that. Let's see. He's got some spells he can cast. Over here, Wisdom. It can innately cast the following spells: Beacon of Hope, Daylight. Oh my goodness. Alright, like I'm gonna use all these fucking spells. Guardian of Faith, Wall of Light. I don't think you're going to last that long, bro. Divine Word Magic Resistance is pretty cool. Wouldn't you just have Divine Word Magic Resistance already? Or is this so you can give it to someone else? You have a Divine Word, imbued with the power, shape the world. On a failed save, a creature... Oh, wow. I think that... Oh, you just have magic resistance. Oh, your stat block is so badly formatted. Well, Divine Word is not a fucking joke. Oh my god. Okay. You can only do it once per day. That's cool. Alright. Let's see. Let me get this stat block formatted. Hold on. Alright, so we know you have magic resistance. That just makes sense. Alright, magic resistance. This is a fucking high-level game. Fucking bullshit. Alright. Beacon of Hope, Daylight, Crusader's Mantle. Nobody's gonna use that shit. Destructive Wave, Flame Shield. I guess if he could do it with his Paragon actions, though, it might be worth it. Alright. Let's see. Beacon of Hope. Daylight, even though he's literally a small sun, that's fine, I guess. Crusader's Mantle. Alright. Guardian of Faith. Okay. Wall of Light. Let's see. Destructive Wave. It just keeps going. Let's see. Flame Shield. Alright. Contingency. Well, contingency is pretty nice. What would his contingency be? Temple of the Gods. Divine Word. Alright. Crown of Stars. Oh, that's a good one. Nice. Alright, so we'll go ahead and make him a level 30 spellcaster. Give him a couple spell slots to work with. There we go. And he will be a charisma-based caster. Cool. Alright. His DC is actually relatively easy to deal with, because, you know, he's been imprisoned or whatever. Legendary actions. What are your legendary actions? Aether Beam attack. Where's the fucking Aether Beam attack? What's the Aether Beam attack do? Alright, hold on. Aether Beam. Revelation Concealment. Cast a spell. Okay. Cool, but where's your Aether Beam attack? I want to see what that does. Revelation, concealment. If it is guarded, it can use Fearful Presence. Then it can make 2 Aether Beam attacks. Oh, this stat block is a disaster. Okay. Alright, Aether Beam is its own thing. It does 2d8 damage. Oh, that's not a big deal. Each creature of its choice must make a or be frightened. Creature can repeat the saving throw. Alright, so... Okay. I'm feeling extra lazy, so I'm not even going to set this up as an attack roll. Ugh, I guess I have to. So lame. Alright. Okay. We'll go grab this. Paste this right here. Aether Beam. 120 feet. Does some radiant damage. Okay. And you may teleport the creature to any unoccupied space you can see within 120 feet. Period. That's fun. It's not a lot of damage, but it's disruptive as hell, so that's good. Action. This is a... I don't know, simple ranged attack? Sure. And... there we go. Alright. Action type is a... ranged spell attack. There we go. And it's going to do... some damage. 2d8 plus at mod. Radiant. Okay. It's gentle. It's gentle. Okay, so we got the Aether Beam figured out. Now we got to get this Fearful Presence bullshit taken care of. So, get rid of that. Alright. Multi-attack. Guarded. Alright. And then we go here. And we will put Fearful Presence. I mean, it makes sense for an angel to have Fearful Presence. I would think they were pretty scary in the Bible. Okay, so that's taken care of. And let's see. Concealment. Its rings reform around them in its core, protecting it. It gains the properties described in its guarded property, and it loses properties in exposed property. Okay. And then it's exposed, it gets all of those cool powers. Alright. I like it. Should we have a different art for when it's exposed versus when it's, like, hidden? I feel like we should. Alright. Let's see. Many angel wings folded up like a sphere. There's got to be art for that, right? Many angel wings folded up like a sphere. You know who might be able to make some art? Let's see. Imagine many angel wings folded up like a sphere. Alright, let's see what it gives us. And I guess I've got to go open up. Let's see. Active tokens. Tokens around February. Here we go. Ooh. These are actually looking really dope. Okay. I'm so impatient. I just want to see them already. Oh, man. Alright. So this is what the Robot came up with. I'm kind of into that top left one. I think that that'll work fine for what we need. But this bottom left one, it looks really alien and spooky. So maybe we'll go with the bottom left one. But I think this top one, it looks kind of like Samus or some shit. Or like a armadillo. Oh, yeah, we should make separate stat blocks too, honestly. Instead of just shifting the token, we should just shift out the whole fucking actor, you know? Alright. There we go. So this will be Oodle, Prime, Prometheus, Guarded. Okay. How does one get him out of guarded form is a good question too. So this will be Prometheus 2 out of 2, exposed. And then we're going to go over here and do Prometheus 2 out of 2, guarded. Alright, that's good too because the exposed form has the big ass light effect or whatever. And all sorts of auras and stuff. Alright. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Alright, so we'll go in here and do that. How does he switch back and forth? Or does he do it by choice? I think that when he's guarded, we should give him like a 28 armor class. Yes. Yes. No. So why stop there? We're going to give him a 40 armor class when he's in guarded form. When he's not in guarded form, it will drop down to an 18. Alright. No. It'll drop down to a 10. There we go. Alrighty. So, how do we parse this out? Let's pump, first of all, let's pump them up to CR17. There we go. It only gives him a +1 to his proficiencies, but every little bit helps. You know what I'm saying? While he is in defensive form, he should... Alright, he'll move faster when he's in his exposed form. That seems good. But then he'll have con and strength also. Yeah. Okay. That works pretty good. So, let's see. Those are exposed. We don't need guarded on this form, so we'll get rid of that. His innate spellcasting, we already took care of that. His legendary actions, we don't need to worry about that. He needs an ability called Form Shift. Alright. Form Shift. Alright. So let's see. Prometheus shifts forms. This requires 2 Paragon actions. Or here, 2 consecutive. Wow, that is definitely not useful consecutive. Alright. Hey, what's up, Orpheus? Alright. So, he's got Form Shift, so we should give that to both. Alright, Concealment. The Orphan's rings form around its core, protecting it. It gains the property described in its guarded property, and it loses the property described in an exposed property. Alright. So this would be another form change then, right? Yeah. And that's a bonus action. So if it wants to switch when it's not its turn, it has to do that. Okay. Form. Assume guard. Form. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Fearful Presence. That's only available in its guard form. And multi-attack is only available in its guard form. Alright. Revelation. Its rings collapse into fewer, revealing a shining core. It gains the properties. Okay. So, Revelation, assume exposed form, bonus. Alright. Boy, boy howdy. It's quite a monster we got on our hands here. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay, form shift. We're gonna put 2 Paragon. There we go. Alright, so what attacks does it make? Oh, you know what? We should only allow it to do its spellcasting when it's exposed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a good one. Alright, so when it's in its guarded form, no spellcasting. Alright. Spellcasting locked in guard form. Alright. Spellcasting available in exposed form. Okay. Alright. So that's looking pretty good now. It's got these Aether Beams that don't do a lot of damage. They just pew-pew people around. So he's really going to be hitting up them spells when he's switched over. Alright. I dig it. Okay. Temple of the Gods. Divine Word is really... That's where the money shit's at. So in its exposed form, it gets these abilities. So we have to make these abilities real quick. Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay. So this first ability is called Blinding Radiance. Right. Sheds bright light. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. DC 20. Constitution saving throw. On a failure, it is blinded forever. Period. Nice. Blinded forever. And takes 50 psychic damage. Nice. I like that. That's nice. Okay. So then that just is a DC 20 flat save. Alright, so saving throw. Damage, 50, psychic, flat, 20, con. Lovely. Alright, and 120 feet, 300 feet dim. Alright, so we got to go to your prototype. We got to go to light. We got to turn on some blinding yellow light. 300... 120, and I'm assuming we want to make it a radiant rainbow. Perfect. Alright, your next ability that you have as you are exposed is Perjury of Form, which is fucking awesome. So let's see, that is here. Perjury of Form, no shape shifting. Okay. And all shapeshifting within 60 feet is dispelled. And that's an aura. Alright, dope. And then finally, visible weakness. Okay. Alright. Visible weakness. Okay. Let's see. Any critical hits against this form deal an extra 30 force damage. There we go. Period. Alright. That seems pretty good. Let's just give this dude heal. No, is that crazy? It's whatever. Bloop. There we go. Okay. So he has no attacks other than his spells, though. Alright. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So then over here, he's got guarded, and guarded says fearful sight, which we have. Reactive bands. Ah, we need that. Okay. So, there we go. New feature. Reactive bands. Let's see. When it takes damage, it can use the reaction to become resistant to that type of damage until the start of its next turn. Beautiful. Alright, and that is a reaction. There we go. Close. So the Aether Beams teleport people away, doesn't want you close to it, doesn't want you near it, or it pulls you close and then it shifts forms on you. Okay, I'm down with that. Maybe it doesn't need to spend 2 to shift. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just let it shift its form normally. Alright. It's bad enough that it's losing some action economy to switch, so we'll let it kind of go back and forth like that. Alright, I'm into it. There we go. Oof. Okay, so we drag that out. We drag that out. That's very bright. Oh my god. Yikes. Okay. And then Prometheus. There we go. We got to give you like a fire aura, my friend. So let's go into your token. We'll go to light. We will go to orange. And we will do 120, 60. And we will go with torch. Update. Alright. Sweet. Okay. And I guess we will give this a bloom so that it's extra glowy and all like cool and shit. Where's my bloom at? There we go. Alright. That is awesome. Okay. So I think the Prometheus fight is amazing. Does Prometheus have the ability to steal fire like he did in the myth? Could he steal the fire from a spell or somebody's fire in their body? Ooh, in his fire form? That'd be pretty dope. So why don't we do this? Why don't we go and give him... he's got weapon mastery, but we're going to give him... fire mastery. Fire damage dealt to you by other creatures heals you and damages a creature of your choice that you can see within 120 feet. How's that? That's pretty good. Fire damage dealt to you by other creatures heals you and damages a creature of your choice that you could see within 120 feet. Well, I doubt if they saw this guy was made of fire, they would really use fire on him, but it'd be kind of cool if they did. Yeah, let's see. Angelic, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Man. I gotta hide like all this stuff. It does so much details here that we don't need to be blasting out to the fucking chat. All right, hold on. Okay. He's got a fire aura as well. It's only a 5-foot aura, which is kind of lame. It's 3d6, which is kind of fun. So we will do fire aura 15 feet. Alright, so what we're going to do, this aura has 2 effects. The first, is anyone who begins their turn or enters this aura for the first time on a turn, comma, takes 20 fire damage. The second effect is each time this aura triggers, your protection from fire drops by 1 stage. So immune drops to resistant, which drops to normal, which drops to vulnerable. There we go. Which then drops to vulnerable and slowed. Nice. Nice. All right. So that's pretty dope. So we should probably go back to his sword and bow, and instead of radiant, they should probably deal fire. There we go. Oh, you son of a bitch. You didn't get your bow set up properly. Let's see. 5d8 radiant, 2d8. Okay. So this is a... I don't know. Ranged weapon attack? Sure. And it's going to be 2d8 plus piercing, and it's going to be 4d8 fire. Lovely. All right. That is a cool aura. I like it. All right. And then this dude is immune to necrotic and poison. We should probably change that up. We will say that he is not immune to necrotic, but he is immune to fire. There we go. All right. And then he's resistant to radiant, slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. Notice it doesn't say magical. It just says he's resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, piercing. It's very nice. Doesn't have a lot of hit points, though, but it's divided across multiple forms. All right. Yeah, what do you think it should do? Does anybody have any ideas on what 108 gems should do when it burns out? I don't want it to be something horribly grotesque to Anna's character, but it would be really cool if it did something. Either way, our business here at the bottom of the sea is over. That means, well, it's not technically over, because we do have to clean up the stat blocks of all these fucking gods. Alright, so you see how there's 4 of them that have work in progress? We have to go and clean up those stat blocks. Okay. So, Amphitrite, the lost god, she's still got a work in progress tag. She's got 629 health, which is kind of bananas. She has immunity to, oh my god, necrotic, poison, radiant, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. That's going to be a problem. Whoops. She is amphibious. She is awe-inspiring. We should probably give her an actual weakness then, right? If she has all these other things. Alright, we'll make her vulnerable to lightning, and we'll make her vulnerable to cold force. There we go. Okay. I think that's probably too much health, if I'm being honest. I think that might be too much health. They're supposed to fight these gods, like, in pairs, so I feel like that's maybe too much. Alright. Let's go ahead and open up one of these gods that's already finished and drag their shit over. This god is also immune to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. How the... What? I know that I got these stat blocks out of a book for high-level play, but I feel like there's got to be other ways to to make them strong. I mean, oh, what the fuck? How are they supposed to... Maybe they're not supposed to beat these guys? I don't know. Okay. Well, we're going to go Paragon actions, at least. There we go. Let's see. Alright, Awe-inspiring Presence. When creature first enters within 30 feet, it must succeed on DC. Wisdom saving throw will be stunned. Wow, okay. It's a low DC, though. Discorporation drops to 0. Sent back to the Heavenly Planes. Fear immunity checks out. Never do melee immunity? Yeah. Well, that one form of that angel makes sense. Food's ready? Okay. Yeah, the one form of the angel makes sense, but yeah, making it immune to all that, that's a little rough. So, all right, I gotta go eat dinner. I think that these gods are gonna need a little bit more tweaking. But honestly, this is all we have left. We have the gods. We have a couple of kaiju monsters. We got to fine-tune Lutheria, and then we need to drop the gods onto some maps, and then that's pretty much it. And I think I have a couple of maps here. Maybe? I have this one. I found a couple of other maps that I really like. So, Scribbles, you do not steal trash. Stop being a trash goblin. Stop being a trash goblin. All right, I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and I will be back to run the game at 8. And it might be a little late. We're not sure. Red's running a little late, but we'll see how it goes. Hope everybody has a great night. Tomorrow we got Pathfinder. Dom's running Cyberpunk. Wednesday we're going to be playing some more Cult of the Lamb. Had a really good time last week. Had about 15, 16 people hang out the whole time. It was good stuff. Thursday we finally get to play some Curse of Strahd Nightfall. We had to cancel last week, which really sucks. So hoping to pick that story back up. And they'll be vodcasting on Friday. And a ton of stuff happening this weekend. I'll see you next time.